In discovering St. Bernard, you discover that a creative spark can ignite an industry. It can also make for a pretty good story.
2, 1, go!
As a top destination for the film industry, Louisiana has become Hollywood South, complete with lights, cameras, and pitch meetings. If I was to sell you on an idea that I'm going to be 20 minutes outside of the French Quarter, I'm going to take 2 box stores, and I'm going to build a film studio, you're going to say...
Fantastic.
It's not just a pitch, but part of the story of Jason Waggenspack, the head of possibilities at the Ranch Film Studios. An old grocery store.
It's what it used to be.
Now it's a place where Hollywood dreams are being made.
It certainly is.
It was one of Jason's dreams to create a state-of-the-art film studio that was affordable and conveniently located to New Orleans. That dream and a killer robot led him to Chalmette. Who thought that would be a good idea, to build these giant studios out of a box store in St. Bernard Parish?
Well, I did, Tom.
Take the credit, sir.
So I used to be a former location manager. And so we were challenged with finding practical locations and finding locations that we can build sets in. And I did that for 8 years. I did it for movies like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monsters. I did it for Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, and a movie that brought me to this parish, Terminator Genesis.
That movie was the genesis of the Ranch Film Studios.
You had to understand the business was booming here when I had that idea. You know, it's been booming for quite a while. We've had tax credits here since '92 actually, and then we really hit our biggest stride in 2014 when we became the best place to shoot a feature film in the US. So at that time we were really hot and we knew we needed infrastructure. So when I came here and did a movie called Terminator Genesis and I needed some extra parking, and I came into these offices and knocked on Mr. Torres' door and said, I'm going to rent your parking lot downstairs. Here's how much I want to rent it for. And he said, great. How do I keep you here? And I said, well, we want to build a film studio. So what do you take to me pitching you that idea? And he said, fine, let's do it. Let me hear it. 6 months later, we went into business together and we had Deepwater Horizon here.
The blockbuster budgeted Deepwater Horizon proved that the ranch's 22 acres in the heart of Hollywood South could rival any studio in the country.
So this is where the platform of the Deepwater Horizon was built out here.
Right here.
So we had 5 stack-high containers that made in a U shape. There was a nice little public divide, and they built the entire plaza of the oil rig. So all of the intricacies of that movie, all of the things where they were running and jumping and moving and explosions going off, were all inside this space right here. They built on this 5-acre parking lot.
More films and TV shows followed, like Netflix' The Dirt and Hulu's The First. Movies like Lovebirds, Underwater, and the sequel, Bill and Ted Face the Music. What do you see when you look at these big open spaces that you've created?
Honestly, I see a blank canvas for storytelling. I can come in here and I can be anywhere in the world. So I can build a house, I can build a hospital, I can build an apartment, I can build anywhere that I think I want to tell a story through, I can build inside this space. But additionally, I see a lot of people working in my parish and in this state in the thing that I love, and hopefully they love as well.
That spark of creativity can also ignite an economy.
Because we built this here, we've had over $600 million, $600 million in Louisiana spend on productions that have been at the Ranch Film Studios.
How much again?
$600 million.
My next question is, how hard is this cement? Because I believe I'm going to pass out. That is enormous.
Think about that number and think about what it would take to replace that if we didn't have the incentive for film and television production to be in here.
With the ranch's success, the other LA has noticed.
I've been asked to come to LA on several productions, but no, my home is here. I'm a Louisiana boy through and through, so my family's here. I'd like to keep them here, and like I said, that's why I'm trying my hardest to find the best strategy to continue making this film industry here in the state of Louisiana.
This is a story of a local boy making good as he works his way up from the bottom. 2006, you're an intern.
13 years later, CEO of the Ranch Film Studios. why couldn't anybody else locally do the same thing?
Oh my God, dreams do come true in Hollywood. It's just Hollywood South.
This is just a stepping stone, my friend. Like I said, I have bigger dreams. I want this.
What's your big dream?
My big dream is to really have a content creation source, have one space where all content can be created inside of it, and I'm one of the producers of that content. I can't be the only one, but I want more content creators to be around me. They're gonna make me better, and they're gonna obviously make this area better and the state better so that we can become a digital media mecca.
The ranch is not only in the business of telling stories, they're in the business of bringing dreams to life.
I've been waiting for you.
Not all dreams. As I found out, some are better left at the pitch meeting. Here's the idea. We got a guy who can't hunt, can't fish, can't cook, and he's gonna do a travel show. Boom. What do you think?
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked too well. As long as you've got a personality, we can sell anything, right?
I mean, that's not gonna work too well either.